everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another reset. So I haven't done a reset in about a year. I don't even know when the last one was, but I'll pop it on the screen and I'll link it for like when the last one was. I've been really bad at doing these resets, but I'm in meant to be sunny Spain. It is not sunny at the moment and technically I'm in Mallorca. So yeah, I'm coming at you from what's supposed to be a very warm country and it's really not. At the moment it's kind of overcast and it's very windy and stuff like that. I don't know whether you can see from me in the background. Because we're not actually able to do a lot today, I thought let's go and like do a load of filming. So I thought I would start off my reset with me. Some of the clips are going to be from when I'm back at home because, well, some of this is going to have to be when I'm back at home. Like the financial part where I'm going to be talking about my goals and my like financial reset and stuff like that. Because in this reset we're going to be going through my finances, we're going to go through my goal setting for next month as in May. We're going to be looking at my home and health goals. We're going to be looking at my YouTube and social media goals and like my small business goals and stuff like that. So we're looking at all of that. So grab a pen and paper if you want to goal set along with me and let's go ahead and get started.
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it.
So I made some notes on a bit of paper because I did have a bit of paper with me and I thought why not let's do a whole load of like notes. So I've done like about a page and a half of notes, so if I look down that's why. So the first that we're going to be looking at is our goals for May. So me personally, I really want to focus a lot on my social media and my financial goals throughout May. So let's start off with social media. So social media, I've got here post 2 long form videos per week, and later on in this goal setting I'll be talking about the 2 series that will be going along with those days. For those of you who have just come across me, hi, my name is Deeanna Louise and I make content about mental health, self-improvement, and I chuck a few vlogs in there on a fun Friday. So that goes in to say that I do mental health Mondays, or like more of an awareness self-improvement topic on a Monday, and I do a fun Friday. That might be a vlog, that might be a haul, it might be anything that's more fun and light-hearted. So whatever sort of content you like, there should be something on my channel that would really kind of suit you guys. But yeah, so my whole goal is I want to do 2 long form videos a week, which goes to say that I want to make sure that I'm keeping up to date with my mental health Mondays and my fun Fridays. My next goal is to post 4 shorts on YouTube per week. So that could be like 2 on 2 different days, or it could be 4 on 4 separate days, or 2 on one day and 1 on others. I want to get sort of in the shorts game, and I know, and what really annoys me, so if any other creators are listening to this and they have the same sort of issue or know how to rectify this issue, then please let me know. So when we go into our YouTube analytics, and I'll see if I can insert like a little screenshot so you can see what I mean, but when you go into the YouTube analytics, if you posted a short, your views will kind of spike, and those views do not count towards your monetization goals. And that goes to say, I always want to say really big thanks to everyone who has subscribed recently, because I actually got my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we are going to go in later and say like my goal for May, because I really want to start doing these every month. And I'm filming this on, what date is it? I filmed this on the 22nd of April, and I'm doing like this sort of portion, and then I get back home on like the 25th, so I'm going to be like doing the rest of this and then obviously posting it like probably the Friday after the beginning of May. But that goes on to say I want to grow to have 1,075 subscribers. Now this is something that I can't really predict or something that I can't really control, but I want to have a total of 1,075 subscribers. I was going to say 1,100, but I think that's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit like, what's the word? I keep doing this, but like it's a little bit optimistic to try and do 1,100. I've just hit the 1,000, which I'm so happy for. I've been trying to get 1,000 subscribers for the past 2 and a bit years, and I think having like that goal in mind, when you hit it you need to start like, you know, doing more goals and stuff. But this 1,075, ideally 1,100, but my more realistic goal is 1,075 by the end of May. So that'd be lovely. If you don't already, then please hit the subscribe button, because that would help me on my journey to like spreading awareness to everyone, because obviously I do awareness and like the funner content. So yeah, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The next one, which is also kind of social media, but it's to do with my Etsy. So I do have an Etsy store, the link is in the description box, but I want to sort of broaden my products, and one of the products that I have actually designed whilst out in Spain, while I had a little bit of inspiration. And when I refer to Spain I do mean Mallorca, like it is just underneath Spain, so it is easier to refer to as Spain. But the things I designed was like butterfly post-it notes, and they do look really nice on my design software that I'm using, but obviously I'll have to print them and see whether they are actually writable, whether you can actually write on them, or whether I need to like change the colours slightly or whatever, because obviously like the screen on a phone, like the colours might be different to the actual printout. So yeah, fingers crossed they'll work, and then I'll be getting them in to be like little notepads, like not sticky notes because that's really hard to make, but yeah, I'll do like little sort of almost memo pads, but they will be joined at the top where you can like write a little to-do list on a square little bit of almost like sticky note size, but like a to-do list for sticky note size. And I find that when you have like really massive, like you know, the rectangular like to-do list pads, I find that they can be quite overwhelming because you can fit like loads of stuff on there, whereas if you've got chronic mental health or you've got chronic physical health or anything, setting a few small goals per day can actually help you a lot more than setting a massive list and then not doing half of it. So that's why I'm going to mainly be focusing on small post-it notes to begin with, probably like 3x3 inch size. But if there is the demand for longer ones, then I will put them on, but that's why I'm choosing to focus on smaller post-it note size like pads to begin with. So I want to try and get those all sorted and printed, ready to launch probably at the 1st of June. But yeah, leave me a comment, like a butterfly comment down below if you are interested in having a look at my Etsy products and the Etsy products that I'm going to have for the butterfly theme, because I'm actually well excited, but let me know if you're excited too. So the next section of my goals is my financial goals. So the start of 2024 has been really bad for me financially. I have really been suffering a lot when it comes to like not earning a steady wage, and going into all the stuff I've been seeing that Rishi Sunak has been saying, and people like myself who are classed as disabled, and I'll get into that as to why in a bit, it can be very overwhelming when you see that sort of content and you see like somebody who's like leading the country, and you see those sort of people that should be understanding and should know sort of how to, like, you know, how to help everyone, or how to at least like not target a certain group of individuals. Because at the moment, if you're unaware, Rishi Sunak is basically targeting the mental health and the physical health people who are not working or not able to work. He is like basically saying that if you're working less than half a full-time week, then you may not be entitled to any of your benefits.
We need to be more ambitious about helping people back to work, and more honest about the risk of over-medicalising the everyday challenges and worries of life. We now spend £69 billion on benefits for people of working age with a disability or health condition.
Charities say these reforms would have a significant impact.
This feels like a full-on assault on disabled people, and it feels like we're trying to split out mental health from physical disability, and it's really worrying, and I think probably deeply distressing for lots of people to hear our Prime Minister say that their condition isn't as serious as they think it is, and doesn't deserve the support that they've been getting in the past.
And if this gets signed off, then it could really impact people like myself and people that are worse than me. I force myself to work another job because YouTube does not pay me. So I force myself to work a part-time job. I do on average like 20-25 hours a week, and that is split out across the week. So I do like a max of 10 hours for one part-time job, and then I do like another, I'm trying to think, I think it's 12 and a half, so it's just over 20 hours on a good week. But because both of my contracts are 0 hours, there's no guarantee. So the whole thing that I'm going to be looking at is, how does this impact me? If I'm it, because it didn't say when he was talking about less than a half a working week. What do you mean by that, Rishi? Do you mean a 37 and a half hour contract? Do you mean a 40-hour contract? Like, what do you mean? Because he didn't say like exactly a number of hours. He just said like half a full-time working week. And then it gets complicated when you've got people like me who could class YouTube as a full-time job. So do I then count my filming and editing time into my working week for what Rishi wants? It doesn't make sense. Like,
And if you're feeling anxious or depressed, then of course you should get the support and treatment you need to manage your condition. But that doesn't mean we should assume you can't engage in work. It used to be that if you worked just 9 hours a week, you'd get full benefits without needing to look for additional work. That's not right, because if you can work more, you should. So we're changing the rules. Anyone working less than half a full-time week will now have to try and find extra work in return for claiming benefits.
And I'll get into why that impacts me so much in like about 5 minutes time, but yeah, it's really shit that Rishi like is saying all this stuff and seemingly targeting those that are the most vulnerable. And I really think that this means that suicide rates are going to go up, homelessness rates are going to go up. This is actually, I think, going to make the cost of living worse, because if you're telling somebody who physically cannot work or will make their mental health and like make your mental health or physical health worse by going to work, and work, they legally have to make certain reasonable adjustments here in the UK, but they don't always. They will make the reasonable adjustments like maybe getting you a sit-stand desk or something like that, but they won't make the reasonable adjustments in terms of mental health 90% of the time. They probably will like be a bit nicer to you sometimes, but not all the time, because that's not classed as a reasonable adjustment. A lot of mental health people are going to really suffer if Rishi Sunak's thing gets like signed off, where you have to work half a full-time week. It is going to really impact a lot of people that are mentally unwell. And the way he said it, like the whole like, of course you should get support for your mental health. Waiting lists are like years. So is he saying he's going to sort that out as well? But I can get into a whole other video about this, but this is about resetting. But leave me a comment down below if you've seen what Rishi Sunak has been like talking about and what your thoughts are on it, because yeah, obviously these are my thoughts and I'd love to know what your thoughts are down below. So getting back into my financial reset and what I'm actually planning to do for like financially this year. So as I said previously about sort of like before I talked about Rishi Sunak, like, you know, the financial side of things has been really hard for me this past like 4 months, and I've really struggled to manage day-to-day expenses. I'm behind on my council tax, I'm in credit card debt, all that sort of stuff, and I'm trying to pay that off. So my first goal for May is to pay off at least £250 off of my credit card. My credit card, just to put it in perspective, is a £600 credit card. I've told myself that from now I'm not spending on it, and I didn't spend on it like the whole of April. So like I think I spent very little on it for March, and that's because it was maxed out. So I am literally going to be sitting there being like, okay, £250 off, and the next goal that leads into that is to stop spending on my credit card, to like only use it for absolute dire emergencies. And basically I'm probably going to look at it and set a limit that I don't want to go above. Probably once I've got it under £400 out of the 600, I'm probably just going to leave it at that 400, and not leave it, but like not go above that 400, because yeah, it's going to be quite difficult to pay off each month if it's 600. And I should have known that when I took it out, but I took it out because I had a year of 0% interest. That's the way they hook you in. But now I'm getting into that, it's getting to the end of that 0%, and I'm now struggling to pay it off. So just be warned, like if you can't manage things properly like myself, and you think, oh, my YouTube's going to take off, or this is going to work within the next year, it might not. So have a backup plan, because I definitely didn't. So my next financial goal is to set up an NS&I. So for those of you who are unaware, NS&I is a bank, but it is slightly different. So for NS&I here in the UK, I'm not sure whether it's worldwide, but it's definitely here in the UK, you can set up a premium bonds account, and you can have up to 50,000 in that premium bonds account. And with that money, so for every pound, you get an entry into their prize draw, and you can win anything from £25 upwards. And basically you can either choose that to get reinvested straight into your premium bonds, or you can choose to have that money like taken out and given to you, sort of thing. For me, I have decided that I will probably put a small amount in, and if I win anything, I want it to be transferred to me, to my account, to start paying down the rest of my debt. And then once that debt is gone, I will then change that to reinvest it into my premium bonds, and to like kind of, you know, make it up to the max. But I'm going to start by putting in very little, and like start investing like £10 into the premium bonds. It's basically like investing but with no risk, because it's your money, and basically they have like a fund. I'm not entirely sure how they do it, but basically every pound is one entry, and then once you win, you can win anything from £25. I think £25 upward, I think it is. And you might not win at all that month, but you might win, and it is really good how they do it, because then you're able to like win money back from your investments. As I said, you might not, but the more money you put in, the more chances you've got to win, and it's really good. So it's NS and then the little squiggly and I if you are in the UK. and you would like to have a look at it. The last financial goal is to always shop through cashback apps. So my favourite cashback app is Top Cashback. The app on the phone on Android isn't working very well at the moment, especially for my phone, but it does work through PC and through laptops. So I can shop on there, and I would say that when I do like my big Shein shops, I can take cashback of like 5-6 quid back on that like Shein haul. It takes like 9 weeks to be like credited to my account, but it does work and it does give me free money essentially. So I would highly recommend that. I will leave my link in the description box down below if you would like to support me and also support yourself, because I believe there's an incentive that when I refer you, like once you spend so much, I'll put the terms on the screen, but once like you spend so much, you get a reward and I get a reward sort of thing. So it is really good to like shop through the link that I give you, and all it is basically you sign up to this account. It's a free account and you shop through that cashback. You can do like a extension to your Chrome browser, and then every time you shop on a website that has a cashback available, it allows you to click on a link that says activate the cashback. You activate the cashback and then it gives you a certain percentage back of your spends that you were going to already spend. So it is really good to get that free money. So if you are struggling, that's another way to do it. There are other cashback sites, but my favourite by far is Top Cashback. They do also run like, I think they do a Halloween and they do usually like an Eastery one sometimes, and I think they might do a summer one where you have to go and do the clues and then you have to find so many pumpkins or so many like Easter eggs or whatever, and then when you do that, like you can then win like prizes as well. So the Top Cashback is my favourite for all those reasons. Right, so back onto content. So this month, so the month of May, I am going to be releasing 2 different series, and I hope that you will join me along for both. So Mondays are going to be all about my autism diagnosis. So really recently I was diagnosed with autism, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about my journey to like becoming autistic, or actually officially getting that diagnosis of being autistic, and the like validation that it gave me and the avenues it opened from having like the official diagnosis. I also want to talk about the reasons why I went for the diagnosis, how long it took me on the NHS pathway and all that sort of stuff. So the videos I'm thinking of doing on a Monday is going to be my autism diagnosis journey. That's probably the first one, and then adjustments that you can make in order to like help yourself if you think that you are autistic or have ADHD, adjustments you can make in your life if you're waiting for a diagnosis, or if you don't want to go for a diagnosis, or you can't go for a diagnosis yet you think you have these struggles. And I also want to talk about my life since being diagnosed with autism at age 28. So obviously I was diagnosed really late in my life, and I do want to talk about the struggles I've had prior to the diagnosis and what I've been doing since. As I said, it is very fresh and new, so this might be like the very last video in the series in May. There's going to be 4 videos. I need to decide on the last video, so if you have any suggestions for what the last video could be on the last Monday of the month of May for like an autism, like I don't know, an autism thing, I might do an autism Q&A. If you have any questions for me personally about my autism diagnosis or journey and you want me to do a Q&A about all of that, then please leave a comment in the comment section down below, or you can message me on Instagram. My link is in the description box down below as well, so you can do that if you don't feel like you want to put, or you can't put your name against a question. I will do all of them anonymously, so it doesn't matter whether you do put your name or your YouTube name against the comment or not. All of them will be like answered anonymously unless you say please mention my name or something like that, because I understand that sometimes it can be quite hard to even have your name noticed on the internet. So that goes on to say Fridays are going to be travel content. So as you can see, I'm currently in Spain, Mallorca, and I am going to be doing all my different content for the holiday, and I've got to say there is a lot of exciting things coming and I'm so excited for you to see it all. We went to an aquarium, we like did swimming, and like we went out to Spanish shops and like souvenir places and all sorts of things. So I am so excited for you to see everything that we have done, as in me and my friend have done throughout the holiday. We were only here for a week, so probably what's going to happen is I'm going to release 3 videos of separate days, and then there's going to be one massive long travel vlog, which is going to be like the airport, the aquarium, it's basically everything all put into one. So it will have extra little bits in it, but there will also be things that will overlap from the singular videos. So yeah, stay tuned for that big long vlog. That long vlog is probably going to be like 40 plus minutes because yeah, I don't know, I haven't edited it yet, but I've got all the footage on my camera and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Oh, also I have got a Shein like order delivered, so I'm probably going to put one of those in the very last what's it called, Friday of May, because yeah, I need to film that Shein haul and get it edited, so it will probably go up after the 3 travel vlogs. So there's probably going to be like 3 travel vlogs, and then the last Friday of May is probably going to end up being a like Shein haul, because I ordered some, it's been delivered, and yeah, I really do want to show you everything I got in that. So final goals, and I know we're like over 20 minutes in, but I know I'm gonna like cut some of this up, but home and health. So I want to do a declutter with me series in June, so I'm going to be filming that sort of decluttering throughout May in order to put it in June, so stay tuned for my channel to be like a declutter with me series, probably on the, I'm trying to think what day would you prefer? Would you prefer me to do the declutter series and post it on the Mondays, or would you prefer me to do my declutter series and post it on the Fridays? Let me know. Or would you prefer me to do like them together, so it's like Monday, Friday, and then do like another series afterwards, and or go back to normal content afterwards? Like, what would you prefer? Because I really do want to do sort of content that you guys would prefer and you guys would actually love to watch, and the audio you'd love to watch it, because declutter with me could be seen as a like decluttering from mental health, or it could be declutter because it's a vlog. So yeah, let me know as to what sort of like way you want me to frame it and how you'd like to watch it, because yeah, that's going to be a series coming in June. I am also really wanting to buy the mango greens from TikTok shop, and I've been looking at them. I've been really looking at trying to get them because I do not eat enough like veggies, like, so I think that having mango greens would be really, really nice. I love the flavour of mango, and yeah, I really want to do mango greens. So that's one thing, is to buy the mango greens and drink them daily. The next thing is to go swimming once a week. Whilst I've been on holiday, I've really reignited my love for swimming and my love for just, I don't know, my love for just that sort of exercise. I don't really like going to the gym, I don't really like doing body weight exercises, but when I can be in a swimming pool, love it, absolutely love it. I feel so free, I feel like I'm not in pain because I do have chronic pain, and like it's just amazing. I love it. I love being in the swimming pool and I love swimming, and it is a great form of exercise because you have the resistance of the water. So I really reignited my love for swimming whilst being on holiday. The last final health goal for this portion of the video is to do a face mask once a week. I love doing face masks, but I always procrastinate for whatever reason. I always sit there and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do a face mask, but I need to really start looking after my skin, and my skin being at a really great point in my life, I think I do need to like really harness that and like take that and run with it. So I'm gonna start doing a face mask once a week and probably vlogging like a self-care vlog. So yeah, if there's any content that I've missed and you really want to see very, very soon on my channel, then please let me know. There's gonna be more cash stuffing videos coming because that did do really well on my channel and people seem to like the cash stuffing element of my channel. So I am probably going to be doing some more cash stuffing.
Just like you're young again. No, don't you cry. Just get back up again.